the start of a new day. Oh, baby, baby, what a good life it could be.
Hey everybody, this is Gilby Clarke, and you're watching the Darryn Yates Show. Right now, right here.
I mean, you've lived rock and roll. I mean, there's so much to talk about with you. You've done, of course, Guns N' Roses. Yeah. You were in Guns N' Roses, Slash's Snake Pit, Heart, Nancy Sinatra, Kathy Valentine of the Go-Go's. You've produced LA Guns and a bunch of kick-ass bands. You were on the TV show Rockstar. You were in the band Rockstar Supernova.
Yep.
The Hall of Fame performance. Kings of Chaos. There's so many things. You guys, welcome to the Darryn Yates Show set for tonight. Mr. Gilby Clarke.
Man, what's happening, man? Happy to be here.
Good to see you, man.
Yes.
So you're from Cleveland?
Yeah. Born and raised in Cleveland. I moved out like right around the high school years, but moved to California, a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
But I'm Midwestern boy, you know.
So Cleveland, I gotta ask, are you Browns fan, Cavaliers,
yes,
Indians?
Fan. Yeah.
Browns fan.
I'm
all right.
a Browns fan, Indians fan, Cavaliers fan.
Yeah.
Although I've switched a little bit more towards the Lakers. I'm definitely like Lakers are my favorite team. We don't have a football team in Los Angeles, so I still root for the Browns.
Right on, man.
Yeah. I have family back there, so I see them, and but you know, it's where I grew up.
I'm a huge NFL fan. I'm a Rams guy. Are the Rams going to stay here, or they go back to LA? What do you think? Because you're an LA guy too, right?
Yeah. I remember when the Rams were in LA, and then they moved. And when they moved, we also had the Raiders. They were the LA Raiders. And the Rams and Raiders all left this same year. We went from 2 teams to nothing. And it's been nothing since.
Yeah.
That's why, like, USC is such a big team. You know, the college football there is huge.
Right. You know, I got to ask. I mean, you were playing Sunset Strip, LA, rocking it out.
Oh, yeah.
You replaced Izzy Stradlin on the 1991 Use Your Illusion tour on Guns N' Roses. So you were playing with Kills for Thrills, right?
Yeah.
Did my research? Yes,
you did.
So Kills for Thrills to Guns N' Roses. How'd that happen?
Well, first of all, you got to back up a little bit. But when Guns N' Roses was a local LA band, we were all in our bands. You know, I was in Kill for Thrills. You know, we're playing a lot of the same gigs.
Yeah.
I went away. I was actually on tour. I made a record. I was on the road when Guns N' Roses hit. You know, they were like a local band, just doing the same as all of us were.
Right.
And by the time I came back from the tour, they were huge, and it really changed things. So when Izzy left. I mean, you'd have to ask Slash this, but, you know, they wanted to kind of, you know, keep the roots the same, you know, like a local guy. And since we all knew each other, it just was a very natural fit. And it really was about the music and the guitars. And since it was a guitar player that left, Slash got to pick the guitar player, and he chose me.
Right. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, playing on the Sunset Strip and then playing stadiums for Guns N' Roses. What was your very first show like that you played in front of like 20,000? Were you like ready for? Was it nerve wracking? Was it?
I was even before I was in Kill for Thrills, I was in a band called Candy back in the '80s, and we toured with Rick Springfield, who was playing big arenas and stuff. So I had actually played arenas and things like that.
So you've been to a couple.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I didn't go from like, you know, a club like this to stadiums, but I had never played stadiums. I mean, I played arenas, but never stadiums.
Right.
But you know what? In life, when it's your time, you
it's your
make
turn.
it happen.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you know, in all honesty, I didn't even think about that. I mean, I was having a good time being in the band, playing great music.
That's awesome,
with the
man.
great band. I could.
Yeah.
It didn't scare me at all. I was ready for that moment, and it was a great moment.
That's awesome, man. Well, backing up just a little bit. I mean, being in Cleveland, because I moved to LA. I'm actually from this crazy town of Granite City, and I moved to LA. So what forced you to move to LA? Was it a band that you were interested in? You just want to go out there? Was it the weather?
I actually moved to LA with my family. My parents my parents had gotten divorced, and I wasn't doing so well around Cleveland. I was a bad kid. I was a troublemaker. I was skipping school and doing all the wrong things, drugs, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it was more like a change in atmosphere for the whole family. So my mother took my brother, sister, and I to California. But as soon as I got there, that was what I did. I got in bands. It was my way of adjusting. I mean, coming from Cleveland to LA is a dramatic change.
Yeah,
First of all,
definitely.
people are actually more friendly, in California. You'll be walking into a Starbucks in California, people go, "Hey, how you doing?"
I sold my Stones 45s and traded in my Mustang. I lost it all in a time warp. My generation boomerang. Yesterday wasn't great. Stayed in bed in my hangover clothes. I couldn't get up for the day. Wasn't yesterday great? Dropping out of the machine and walk the nucleus slide. I got a headache from a strobe light in acid overdrive. Yesterday wasn't great. Stayed in bed in my hangover clothes. I couldn't get up for the day. Wasn't yesterday great? Put a quarter in a payphone. That halo. Ocean or land, can't decipher which I am. Pocket bears are enough if no one else is holding a better hand. Rain shower. Welcome to Salvation. My tequila's my companion for this evening.
I mean, I gotta ask. I mean, rock star. You're like a real rock star here, hanging out with us. Thank you again. Going from what you were doing on having a few beers maybe on the Sunset Strip to Guns N' Roses. We've all heard the stories.
Yeah.
I'm reading the Slash book now.
Yeah.
The partying on Guns N' Roses tour, was it insane or was it all hype? Was it real? Can you tell us?
No, it was.
It was
I mean,
real.
it was epic. I mean, it was epic. I mean, it was also
Epic.
You
Yeah.
gotta understand that
Yeah.
for guys like us.
Can we get some stories here now?
Well, I gotta, first of all, we read all the stories about the Rolling Stones, Van Halen, stuff like that. So it was our turn, and we did the damage. We left,
Yes.
we left the carnage along the way.
Your
you know?
Your name, rock and roll
absolutely,
brother. I mean, your
absolutely.
name is mentioned a few times in the Slash book. I mean, come on. I mean, how cool
Slash
is
and I
that?
were really good friends, and at that time, as well as playing guitar together and stuff, we had a lot of the same interests and stuff, and we had fun. I mean, you're young guys, you're, just out there, like I said, just having a good time.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean,
Who else wouldn't?
yeah. Being a producer as well. I mean, so that was probably not a super hard transition. You've been in the studio a lot. You know the game.
Yeah, producers normally are somebody that's kind of good at, like organizing or just putting the whole pie together, and stuff. I mean, I've always had a good ear, not only for music, for songs, for musicians and things like that. I'm good sonically. Like I know how to work I know how to work a studio. I know the boards. I know all that kind of stuff. So
Definitely.
when I was younger and we were making records, somebody in the band had to do it. It was always my job,
Right.
Let Gilby produce it. He knows how to get a good drum sound or a good guitar sound.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's just very natural. And when the music industry changed, it was really more to help my friends out. Like I said, L.A. Guns, the Bronx, those bands, were making records and stuff, and we didn't have the budgets, back when we were spending $500,000 on a record. We're doing it for $25,000-$30,000. So with L.A. Guns, Tracy and I were friends, and they were making a record, and it just was a good combination where I let them have the freedom to be themselves. But also, I don't want to say crack the whip, but I made sure that the music was getting down and the performances were good. I mean, when I was a youngster and I was making records, it wasn't all fun. There was a lot of producers that really didn't care about the music and bands. They wanted to do what they wanted to do. And I'm a big believer that a band is a band and they have personalities, and they need to get that out on record, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. I mean, if the record's sloppy, so what? All my favorite records, like Sex Pistols, New York Dolls, those are really sloppy records, but I mean, they're magical, and they really mark that point of time.
The TV show Rockstar, I guess it was called Rockstar first. Yeah. And you guys
we just did the second season. Rockstar was the first season. Rockstar Supernova was the second season.
Okay,
First year, they did In Excess.
Right. And then you guys found your singer. You found a singer.
Yeah.
Traveled,
so the second
toured.
season, they wanted to, rather than take an established band, they wanted to start a brand new band from the ground up. Yeah. So it was myself, Tommy Lee, and Jason Newsted from Metallica, and then we found a singer. So
you guys hear that? Him, Jason Newsted, and Tommy Lee. What a band! My God,
it was a great
Look
band.
At that.
We had a good time.
Awesome.
We found the singer on the show. We made a record.
So right now, your new project, the Kings of Chaos.
Kings of Chaos.
Tell us about that.
Kings of Chaos.
So the Kings of Chaos and Gilby Clarke band. They're
two separate things.
Okay.
Yeah. The Gilby Clarke band is just my band. I've had it for over 20 years. So sometimes we get a couple gigs and we'll add to them and go out and do it. We really haven't done a full tour in quite a few years, but it's more just to kind of keep our chops up and meet some great people.
Yeah, definitely.
Play smaller venues. But with Kings of Chaos, that's myself, Duff, and Matt from GNR. And then what we do is we do some special guest singers. So lately it's been Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, Robin Zander from Cheap Trick. We've actually had Slash play guitar, and Miles Kennedy from his band.
Yeah.
We had Steven Tyler do a tour with us, and that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So Glenn Hughes. That's some pretty good people.
Definitely, man. Well, man, I have so much respect for what you've done, and you took that exposure you got in Guns N' Roses, and you just did it, man. You're doing yourself. You've written songs. You've produced. You played in all these awesome bands.
Yeah.
And it's such.
Sometimes you just got to put your head down and you just got to go. Look, people are always going to have critiques and they're going to have their opinion, but the only opinion that counts is yours.
Exactly.
And I've always been the kind of artist that says, I don't really give a sorry, no offense for what you say or what anybody says. As an artist, it's my job to come up with creative new things. And if people join along, then we got a great party. If they want to critique it, whatever, that's their gig. Ain't
definitely, man. You guys check out GilbyClarke.com.
All my current shows are always on the website. I have a blog. It's Gilby GTR Blogspot.
Yeah.
I'm not good at Facebook, but I do Instagram. I do Twitter, you that kind of stuff.
Will, Gilby Clarke, you just rocked our faces off in there. Thank you, my friend,
you got
again.
It, man. It's
I appreciate it.
You got it, man.
You guys, seriously, a true rock and roll legend right here on the Darryn Yates Show. Thank you, Gilby. Appreciate it.
You got it, man.
We'll talk soon, man. All right, buddy.